My grandma kept asking, how many times have we done this? Nobody else could smell it except my cousin Jay, which should have been my first clue. Something was wrong. We were singing happy birthday to my grandma for her 90th when he suddenly grabbed my arm. Tell me you smell that burning. The cake was still lit with candles, so everyone thought he meant that, but he kept sniffing around like a dog who lost something. He pulled me aside and whispered that old houses could have fires burning inside the walls for hours before anyone noticed. The weird part was how he kept checking his phone every few seconds like he was timing something. He dragged me to check the basement even though grandma's helper had just been down there getting sodas. Electrical fires start where nobody looks, he said while examining spots behind the furnace that looked perfectly normal to me. But then he found what he was looking for, a black scorch mark on a wooden beam. This could have killed everyone. His voice got all shaky while he snapped pics with his phone, which was a bit strange because why would you need photos of a burn mark? That's when I noticed he had dirt under his fingernails even though he'd been at this office job that day. Back upstairs, Jay made everyone stop eating to look at the burnt beam photo. My grandma's face changed when she saw it, but not in a scared way. More like she was studying Jay himself. He started pulling furniture away from walls, saying we needed to check everywhere immediately. Behind grandma's favorite chair, he found another burn mark on the wallpaper. How long has this been here? But he didn't wait for an answer before finding another one under the kitchen table. Each discovery made him talk faster about how grandma shouldn't live alone anymore, how she needed professional care, how we were all ignoring obvious danger signs. But something didn't make sense. The burns looked fresh but smelled old. I didn't get it. This whole time, my grandma stayed weirdly calm while everyone else panicked. She kept watching Jay like she was waiting for something specific to happen. Then he said he needed to check the bedroom where she slept because that's where most house fires killed people. I followed him because something felt completely off about how he knew exactly where to look. In her closet, he pulled out a metal wastebasket with burnt paper inside. She's been burning things in her room, but the paper looked like newspaper, not anything important. And why did that even matter? That's when I saw him slip something from his pocket into the basket when he thought I wasn't looking. We need to check the attic right now, he said, already heading for the stairs. His sense of urgency just didn't match the situation because even if there were some old burns, nothing was actually on fire. But I climbed up after him anyway into the dusty space full of Christmas decorations and old furniture. He went straight to a corner near the chimney and started moving boxes. That's when I saw it clearly. A bottle of lighter fluid sticking out of his jacket pocket. My brain couldn't process what that meant until I saw him pull out a rag. He was about to create another burn mark right in front of me. What the hell are you doing, man? The words came out louder than I thought, and Jay spun around looking caught as if he forgot I followed him. His face scanned my expression and then got desperate. You don't understand what's happening here. She's going to lose everything if we don't act now. He stepped toward me and I could smell the lighter fluid on his hands. This is for her own good. She needs to be in assisted living before. He stopped mid-sentence like he'd said too much. Before what? I backed toward the stairs yelling for help and Jay tried to grab me, but I was already tumbling down making enough noise to bring everyone running. My uncle caught Jay at the bottom of the stairs and found the lighter fluid immediately. Jay kept insisting he was trying to protect grandma, but his story made no sense. Check her bedroom again. She's been starting fires. But why would he plant evidence if she was really doing it? My uncle dragged Jay by the arms downstairs just as the doorbell rang. That's when grandma smiled for the first time all day as her lawyer walked in carrying documents. Perfect timing, she said, which was weird because who invites their lawyer to a birthday party? The lawyer handed her papers that she'd signed last week, a new will leaving her entire fortune to an animal shelter instead of the family. Jay's face went white because he worked at her bank and had seen the $800,000 transfer that triggered everything. He needed her declared incompetent before the will became permanent so he could get power of attorney and change it back. But grandma knew all this and had a neighbor install some cameras in her house last month before Jay started visiting more often. She had him on video setting every single burn mark, including one from this morning at 6 a.m. when he said he was at work. She'd known the whole time and let him expose himself at her party with 30 witnesses. Except I was the only one there, holding her hand in the memory ward while she pointed at empty chairs and whispered about the man with the lighter fluid who kept changing faces.